A hearty good morning to all. From our new Oxford Modern English coursebook, in page number 139, we have a poem, Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. Students, before joining in the goodbye party for Miss Pushpa T.S., let's talk about the poet. The poem, Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. was written by Nissim Ezekiel. Nissim Ezekiel was one of India's foremost Indo-Hungarian poets. He was an actor, playwright, editor, and art critic. He was a foundational figure in post colonial India's literary history, especially for Indian poetry in English. Nissim Ezekiel was born on 16 December 1924 in Bombay, Bombay Presidency, British India, and died on 9 January 2004 at the age of 79 in Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. Students, this poem was written by Nissim Ezekiel around the time when India gained independence and the nationalist fervor was at its peak. There also existed a class of Indians who liked to use English in everything they did. But notwithstanding their for English, their spoken and written English was far from perfect. In this poem, the poet pokes gentle fun at the distorted English used at that time. The poem describes a simple event of bidding farewell to a lady in imperfect English that is randomly used by many Indians in their day-to-day communication. Now, let's talk about the poem. The poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. is a monologue. At the beginning of the work, the speaker explains that Miss Pushpa is going to a different country and states that she is a sweet person. He explains that the woman comes from a prominent family and gets sidetracked with his own memories. After digressing, the speaker states that Miss Pushpa is a popular person who is kind and always willing to help others. At the end of the poem, the speaker takes the others at the party to give their own speeches about the party's honoree. This was the summary of the poem. Welcome back to the poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. written by Nissim Ezekiel. The poem Goodbye Party for Miss Pushpa T.S. has 7 stanzas. Let's start from the first stanza. In the first stanza of the poem, the speaker addresses the colleagues and subordinates as friends in a party to bid goodbye to a subordinate. He tells them that their dear sister, Miss Pushpa, is leaving for a foreign country and they all wish her happy journey. Come to the second stanza. In the second stanza of the poem, the speaker reminds the friends of Miss Pushpa's sweetness, which is both internal and external. He tells of Miss Pushpa's good and amicable nature that she always puts on a smiling face. Come to the third stanza. In the third stanza of the poem, the speaker continues his address at the goodbye party and tells the audience that Miss Pushpa belongs to a rich family. Her father was a famous advocate in Balsar and Surat, but he does not remember the correct place. Come to the fourth stanza. In the fourth stanza of the poem, the fun is made of the wayward mind of the speaker who forgets the occasion and starts talking about his days in Surat with the family of his uncle's old friend. The speaker is informed by someone in audience that the place was Surat and he remembers and talks about his experience in Surat. The speaker's digression to Miss Pushpa's father and hanging on it the speaker's connection to Surat and then to his uncle's very old friend and his wife there are typical of the unprepared spontaneous speech characteristic of many Indians who lack propriety in such grave formal functions. Come to the fifth stanza. In the fifth stanza of the poem, after diversion from topic of his speech, the speaker goes back to Miss Pushpa. He says that she is very popular with both men and women. Come to the sixth stanza. In the sixth stanza of the poem, Praising his subordinate Miss Pushpa, the speaker goes ahead and praises her good nature. This shows that she has a good spirit and her readiness to do any work. She is a willing worker. Come to the seventh stanza. In the seventh stanza of the poem, the speaker says that she would never say no to the work assigned to her. She was always ready to help whenever asked by him or any other colleague. Today, the speaker and the other colleagues have gathered to wish her happy journey as she is going abroad to improve her prospects. After the speech is over, the speaker asks other speakers to speak and say that Miss Pushpa will sum up after the colleague's speech. Thank you.